to another episode of Talking Politics here at the Hindu with me, Nistula Hebbar, where we unpack the news making the headlines in domestic politics. Now, I've been away for 2 weeks. I was on a very well-earned vacation, if I may say so myself, but now I'm back. And the moment I got back, I realized there was a lot that had happened. The inauguration of the new parliament by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a partial opposition boycott of the event. Then you had 9 years of celebration of the Modi government on all the events that were attached to that, all the assessments that are going on, the protest by women and other wrestlers for the Wrestling Federation, and now how the government is trying to kind of diffuse the situation and come to a resolution about all of that. But what I got involved with immediately after my return was actually none of these things. It was largely still a spin off from the BJP's loss in the Karnataka Assembly polls and its realization that if it wants to go into the next set of assembly elections and certainly the general elections of 2024 in some degree of comfort and support, it needs to woo back allies and get new ones. Things that BJP had been keeping away from till now. They had basically projected the view that they want to go on their own and etc. etc. But there is a realization that they need allies, at least in some places, specifically in South India. Not the ideal allies that they would have wanted, but certainly some allies that they can depend on while going into polls in these states. Now, let's start immediately with the Telugu Desam Party. Now, in an interview given to me about a year and a half ago, TDP chief and former chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, N. Chandrababu Naidu, had said that he was very keen to get back into the NDA. His party was facing a lot of difficulty as an opposition to the YSRCP and had approached the BJP again and again to return to the NDA fold. At that time, the reception from the BJP was kind of tepid because the YSRCP has been very consistent in its support of the BJP in Parliament, helping it along with the Biju Janata Dal to pass crucial legislation. So BJP didn't want to rock that boat. But after the Karnataka elections, what has happened is in Telangana, which is to go to assembly polls at the end of the year, and where BJP has invested a lot, it got 4 Lok Sabha seats in the last general elections and did very well in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections. The BJP wants to do well in that state and they want to recover some lost ground, even narrative-wise in the south, by doing well, at least coming number 2. They realized that not only was there an intra-party faction fight going on between newcomers like Etala Rajendra and state unit president and Pakka RSS man Bandi Sanjay Kumar, they realized that for the 119 seats in Telangana, they did not get, they don't even have candidates for those seats. Now, so therefore, they were more keen, BJP was more keen to get an alliance in Telangana, where the BRS has been traditionally opposed to the BJP, and therefore BJP doesn't have a problem irritating them. But in Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu was more keen for an alliance there. And the BJP's ally of the Janasena Party, Pawan Kalyan, has also been pushing Mr. Naidu's case. So there seems to be that some sort of understanding has been arrived at last week when N. Chandrababu Naidu met Home Minister Amit Shah. There was a talk. Both of them have kept things under wraps. But we have been given to understand that an alliance in both these Telugu-speaking states will be on between the TDP and the BJP. Now, what is the next move that BJP made? There is talk that the BJP may tie up with the Janata Dal Secular. Now, you would say that the Janata Dal Secular depends on the votes of minorities and also the Vokkalega vote, and is traditionally with the old Mysore area. Why would they want to go with the BJP? Because that would completely consolidate the vote, the minority vote, with the Congress party, which is one of the reasons why they did so badly in the assembly elections. Well, my news is that HD Kumaraswamy fears there'll be a huge poaching operation of his party by a very resurgent Congress in Karnataka. He wants to protect his turf, he wants to protect his people from being poached, he wants to keep his organization and party at least somewhat intact to face the general elections, and he feels that he will have a chance of that with the BJP's support, the central support, and the support of resources from the BJP to do so. For the BJP, the required the deliverable would be the Vokkaliga vote that uh, uh, the JDS sits on. They have huge Vokkaliga support in the old Mysore area, and the BJP feels that getting some of that in the next elections will help it win seats, more seats, and also kind of transcend the image that it has at the moment of being a Lingayat party, of being completely dependent on Lingayat support to go anywhere in the state. Because if you look at the seats which the Congress won this time in its 135 seat majority, it's very clear that the Lingayat support shifted in favor of the Congress, and the BJP lost badly in those areas and could never make up the seats after that. So all of these considerations have kind of made it into a sort of a temporary complementarity in these two diverse parties. There is also talk that the BJP might be sending feelers to its old ally, the Shiromani Akali Dal, because the Aam Aadmi Party won the Jalandhar by-election, which used to be a Congress guard, and therefore the BJP feels that to combat the Aam Aadmi Party and the other kinds of narrative, its old ally is required by it to go into the general election. The Shiromani Akali Dal has not really taken a call on this issue. They might agree, they might not, but then the jury is out on that one. As we all know, despite not formally being in the NDA, Chirag Paswan of the Ramvilas Paswan Lok Janshakti Party faction is pretty much set to join them. So in Bihar, BJP is looking at allying with him. Their old ally of the Lok Sabha Party, Rashtriya Lok Samata Party, Upendra Kushwaha left the JDU, came back to them. Even Jitam Ram Majhi of the HAM party, Hindustan Awami Morcha, has also sent feelers, etc. So in Bihar too, they are trying to kind of do this patchwork of alliances besides waiting for some defectors from the JDU fold, because Tejasvi Yadav seems all set to gain the chief minister's seat later on in the year. So all of these issues are happening. Sources have been telling me that the BJP has been worrying about these things since December last. It's not just an effect of the Karnataka Assembly elections. If you realize that in Maharashtra and in Bihar, the BJP lost its old allies, some of its oldest allies like the Shiv Sena and the Janata Dal United, and therefore it had to increase the number of its seats, which it calls its vulnerable seats, where either it's never won in the past or it has only come second, but has some significant amount of vote and could win. That number of vulnerable seats have been increased from about 113, 115 in the 2019 Lok Sabha election to 144 at the moment. So certainly BJP is worried that it will need all these people to go into the general election, and it is also looking at the opposition's preparations to field a common candidate in certain seats that could make a dent if, and there's a very big if it is done with a fair degree of cohesion, because the last time all of this was attempted was in 1967 under the SVD, and that experiment ended pretty quickly because of pulls and pressures of differing ideologies. So all of this is happening, and it makes for a very, very exciting run up to the assembly elections later in the year. There are 5 states going into polls: Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Mizoram. And you have the general elections around April, May of 2024. BJP has begun its preparations. The opposition is also kind of trying to weave in a unified group. A meeting has been scheduled in Patna this month, and the jury is out, and the gladiators are ready to take their place. How this combat will work out, first, example of this will be in Telangana later this year, and we will be there to track it. If you like receiving videos, receiving alerts, etc., do subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Hindus YouTube channel, to get alerts on more and more of this kind of material. But for this week, this is all I have. Thank you so much for watching.